watch that dial. Holy shit. Let's go. I like that energy. Thank you. Like the stream. Like the stream. Thank you. Like that energy. Big Larry says hi. He always comes and joins. Oh, see? Big Larry says hi from the abyss. Oh, yeah. Oh, cute kitty. Okay, Big Larry. Big Larry. Big Larry. How's it going, guys? Do you feel it? I'm going to let the stream warm up a little bit, but do you guys feel it? Today is the very last day. It's the very last day of Kali Yuga. And in fact, I don't even think it's the last day. I think we just hit. I don't even think we're there anymore. But ceremonially, I'm wow, holy shit, I just froze. I'm sorry. Okay, so guys, there's going to be a different type of stream today. I did DXM yesterday, and I did DXM today, just to celebrate the end of Kali Yuga. And I got like all these transmissions from above. And the ways of the old, like no matter whatever, if you're watching this right now, you're a real one. Whatever happened to you as a kid, whatever trauma, whatever thing that you built your personality around to try to hide from, like it's not going to work anymore. Like things are completely unraveling, I would say. And in a good way, in a very good way, in a very free and liberating way. And just know that can't run from Frank. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Cage. He's always in the butt. Exactly. Okay, so Cage, that is perfect. So this is a tough stream. This is a fucking tough stream, but I can't. This is a stream. This is not going to be an MMA stream. I'm not going to answer any questions based on MMA, but this is going to be like a real one stream, like a real one stream. We are celebrating the end of Kali Yuga, and you're getting a sixth soul who's very, very high, and a sixth soul who's very, very wise right now. Like I feel like this is the wisest I've ever been. If you have answers, like if you have questions to anything, I feel like I could give you a good answer right now. So Cage, yeah, from Frank. So when I was, I don't even know how old, my dad raped me in the butt so many times, like so many times. I can't even imagine how many times because I can't remember. All I know is he's a pedophile, and I didn't even know that until the age of 30 or so. Like I didn't even remember any of those memories. Like when that happens to you as an infant, like there's no conception of everything. Like if you can remember your first memory, like my first memory is my dad having sex with me, just like Ian. That's why I like making fun of Ian, because like I feel like out of everyone, if anyone can make fun of him, I can make fun of him because I've been there too. And this stream is inspired by Gnome Chat, but it's inspired by it's his message, but it's also inspired by the energies that are just present now. There's no more shame. There's no more shame doesn't exist, at least for me. Like if you are willing to accept it, if you're willing to accept it, there is no more shame in anything at all. Shame is literally the devil's work. If you buy into shame, you are you're a slave to Satan, basically. What's up, No Chill? Do a cartwheel, I'll donate 500. I can't do a cartwheel. I can't do a cartwheel, but what's up, No Chill? Is that the real No Chill, MMA? If it's the real one, that's cool. If it's you, what's up, man? Yeah, I've only told that to 2 people, I think, or 3 people. No, 2 people. 2 people. My sister, I told that to her recently, and my best friend, I told it to him like a few years ago, and that's it. And everything else, like I haven't said anything at all about it because I don't want to be like, I'm not Sean. This is not going to be a Sean Strickland stream. Like this is not a Sean Strickland stream. I'm not going to cry about it at all. This is going to be the exact opposite of a Sean Strickland stream. It's like, so when that happened, like basically I wasn't aware that this happened to me until 6 years ago when I remembered, and I was like, oh shit. I remember my dad molested me when I was a kid, but my dad's dead. My dad died when I was 27. I remembered he molested me when I was 30. So how do you make amends, I guess? And what am I trying to say here? Sorry, I'm very, very high on DXM right now, and the energy is probably fucking weird. But I hope you guys feel it, that things are just different now. And oh, what's up, French Potato? How's it going? I love bros. Okay, glad you're here, French Potato. It's like Gnome Chad's streams recently. They've opened me up, I guess, to like shame is an illusion. It's like as much as I love Gnome Chad, like I never viewed myself as a Christian, and I still don't really. It's like everything, but I agree with every single thing Gnome Chad says through Christ. The difference is like he believes Christ died. If you believe Christ died for your sins, if you believe that, and I do believe that, then he died for all of your sins. He died for all of them. So you shouldn't have any shame at all, no matter what. You should just be yourself, and you should just be yourself going forward, you know? I'm peaking right now. It's so hard to keep this straight. I totally forgot what I was saying. So, what's up, bro? I haven't been keeping up with the Gnomon community. Oh, dude, this is a crazy time to fucking come back, dude. Like, this is really random. I keep up with Gnome. He's very inspirational to me. He's definitely shown me the way, I guess. Just to not have shame anymore, you know? Or like have any guilt. Like I used to feel so like I built my entire personality around, and I feel like all of us, no matter what it is, like we build our entire personalities around this one thing that we just can't deal with. So we just cope about it, and that cope becomes our personality. And that we can't do that anymore. Like it's just not the air that we are now living in, that we're now breathing, is different than the air we were breathing a month ago. I hope you guys feel that, because it's completely different. And tomorrow is going to be even more different. I always had it in my mind that it was January 5th, 2025. That was the first day, or that was the start of the end of Kali Yuga. But I feel it right now. Like it is over. Like the energies of the old world are gone. Like we can't be attached to shame and guilt and hatred and rage anymore. Like we just can't. We just fucking can't. Yeah, so this is an opposite of a Sean Strickland thing. Like I'm not here to cry. I'm not here to like I've been having so many just deep introspective thoughts of like what my personality is, and it's all revolved around this fact that my dad was fucking raping me as a little kid. Like my dad was a double dick fox. My dad was a double dick fox, and I was Ian, just in a baby crib. And my entire personality has been crafted around the fact that I couldn't cope with that. And it's not my fault that I couldn't cope with that. I was an infant. Obviously, you can't cope with that if you're an infant. Obviously. But now that I'm deep 36, too far gone, I can cope with it. So yeah, so I say that just to I don't even know, just to let it go, because I think it's funny. Like it's like for the last 6 years, I'm like, how do I make amends with my dad after that? You know what I mean? Because like me and my dad's relationship wasn't too strained. Like I'm not going to go into the story of how he died again and all that shit, but the last 6 years, it's been like, yeah, like I'm trying, like I knew, like basically what I'm trying to say is that I re-examined from the time I remembered that I was molested by my dad. I re-examined all my memories with my dad previously, and like in the back of his mind, he knew that he molested me, and he felt so guilty and ashamed about it, and he only did it because it happened to him, and the person that did it to him, it happened to him, and it happened to him, and it happened to him, and you know, it like that's the reason why. So it's taken all this time until like right now, literally right now, where you just can't the energies aren't allowing for, what's it called? I'm really, really fucking high right now, and it's not the downloads I'm getting. I will say this. I will stream tomorrow, or my next stream will be a great one because I'll be able to actually verbalize it a lot better. But my message today for anyone watching is just there's no, like, whatever you're hiding from, whatever you're afraid of feeling, like, just feel it. Whatever, because that's what you are. Like, that's it. That's all there is. That's literally all there is what you feel. And most people, myself included, are afraid to feel. That's why I'm on drugs right now. And that's why I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm not going to be on drugs tomorrow. And I don't think I will be going forward. It's just not compatible. This is like my last hurrah. And it's allowed me so much grace and clarity and insight. And I want to impart that on anyone watching, that like whatever is it's a dead cat, but yes. It's a profile pic of my dead cat. It's his sister. But she was the cutest kitty ever. I can't bring myself to change it. I will never change it. I think it has the cutest face I've ever seen. And until I see a cuter face, I can't change that profile pic. My cat looks exactly like that. Oh, nice. Awesome. Phoenix. Nice. Black cats are the best. So Phoenix today, have you heard the story of my kitties? Because the story of my black cats I have the best story of all stories when it comes to black cats. By far. Like fluffy black cats are as integral to me as anything else in the entire universe. Okay. So when I was 27, 9 years ago, I was on a crazy meth binge with my girlfriend at the time. And she was having a crazy, she was having a psychotic breakdown from all the meth. We were up for like 5-6 days, who knows? We were up for a long time, and her brain was not great at handling this shit. And I felt in that instance that if I didn't intervene spiritually, that she was gonna flounder and die. And I just felt that. And I wanted to help her. And I also selfishly wanted to, when I met her, I was literally homeless. And so it was kind of like an investment in the future too. It was like it was like a co-investment, if that makes sense. Where like I'm investing my soul energy, putting it into Stephanie to keep her alive and keep her sane, and not go off the deep end too much. So anyways, basically I fractured off a part of my soul and you can believe this happened or not, but this happened. I fractured off a piece of my soul and I put it into Stephanie's chest. And I knew right then, like, my life would be forever changed. Literally the next day, I had a gut instinct that a cat that I hadn't thought about in a long time had died, that I lived with when I was living in Seattle. And I was like, oh no, I felt it get hit by a car. And I was like, oh no. And that was my soul kitty. That was the third iteration of my kitty being in my life. That same soul has been in my life 4 times now. That's the soul of my profile pic, who's no longer with us now, Boobadoo. And but I didn't think anything of it. And then a few weeks later, me and Stephanie are outside Trader Joe's, and we see a tiny little fluffy black kitty meowing under her truck. And it's the cutest fluffy black kitty ever, and it's the greatest fluffy black kitty ever. And she became our baby. Now, flash forward to like a year and a half later. All that took place in California. Now we're in Ohio. We moved to Ohio, and me and Stephanie we just broke up, and she's about to go fly back to California while I stay in Ohio. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I guess this is the end of the co-creation of me and Stephanie. And then my gut is like, nope, this is not the end of it. And sure enough, like the next day, Stephanie, she went for a walk. She was divinely inspired to go for a walk, even though she had to work. She just went for a walk right before, and she found Big Larry in the Meowcho Perks, quarter mile away from the house. And another fluffy little black kitty. And she brought him back in, and he replaced her. And the thing about these cats is, like, I've lived with a dozen cats in my life. And with Boobadoo and Larry, like they're not just cats. They literally are my kids because they came from my soul. Like they came from me putting my soul in Stephanie. Boobadoo looked like Stephanie, and her personality was like a 80% me, 20% Stephanie mix. And Larry he looks more like me, and his personality is like 80% Stephanie, 20% me. So he replaced Stephanie. She left, and he replaced her. Boobadoo died 4 years ago now. Her star burned way too bright, and that's what happens. She'll come back to me someday, so I'm not crying about it. But oh, hi, little girl. He's knocking shit over. I'm just talking about you, Larry. It's talking about you, Big Larry. And Big Larry is the cuddliest guy ever. I love when it's winter. Right now it's snowing. Snow is my favorite time. Everything's dead. When everything's dead, I come alive. I don't know. It's just like, it's like finally we can, like life is annoying. When there's so much life, like summertime, there's bugs. You have to deal with mosquitoes. You have to deal with the heats and like smells and shit and sounds. When it's snowing, there's nothing. The snow drowns out all the sound. It's just dead. Everything's dead, silent, still. This is when I'm alive. Like this is my summer. I fucking love it. That cat is a beautiful soul. I can just tell. Oh yeah. Boobadoo, most beautiful soul of all time. That's my soul kitty. And Larry is also a beautiful soul. I cuddle with. I wish Larry's the cuddliest kitty I've ever had. I wish I could have a slash cuddle or a slash chest or a slash purr and see how much time I have spent petting him, because it's more than any other cat by far. He's on me constantly, and especially since Boo Boo died. It changed the dynamics of the household. Obviously, it was me, Boobadoo, and Larry, and it was just me and Larry. So he became a lot more affectionate, and yeah, he's a really good guy. And I'll tell you the story about Big Larry too. This is Big Larry's second iteration with me as a soul. Big Larry's soul is actually Big Larry is actually my grandpa. Oh, it's a big water. Yeah, I just buy him big because I only drink water. Now, for a while, I was drinking Four Locos, but now I'm only drinking water. Cold is so much better than heat. I know, dude, I hate the heat. Like in the last 2 days, I probably spent like a half an hour digging my car out of the snow just to go to Wendy's. And I loved it. And I did it in a tank top and flip-flops and stuff. And I enjoyed it. It made me feel alive. It's like, because everything is dead. Everyone else. Oh, and here's the craziest thing. Here's how I know all that. It's not just in my head. I've been wearing tank tops in winter time for as long as I've lived here, minus the first winter. So for 7 seasons now. People always will like ask me about it, but specifically today, I've never had it. And I only went to Walmart and I went to the bank. Where else did I go? Oh, and I just went to the drive-thru at Wendy's. That's it. I had people yelling at me, like screaming at me, "Put a coat on, young man," like screaming at me. Like there's some, because of the shit that happened to me last night, the shit that happened to me my entire life, basically, but like the energetic anomaly that is me, people, and added to the fact that I'm wearing a tank top in the cold, like I'm getting crazy reactions out of people. Like they're screaming at me. And these are the NPCs of the world. Like, I'm triggering something inside them. I have no idea, but I'm triggering something inside them. And I think it's funny. My family always says the heat is better, but I highly disagree. You can drown the cold out with jackets and stuff, but you can't do that with the heat. You can't get more naked. That's the thing. You can't get more naked. And me personally, I love sleeping in a room that's like 60 degrees or below. And in the summer, in Ohio, anyways, it doesn't. You can't have it, have the AC on 24/7, and it doesn't get below like 72. You know, the temperature outside right now is like 20 or 19, something like that, and it's windy and snowing and shit. So I can open the window and have the temperature in here be like 55, 60 and fall asleep. And me and Big Larry cuddle and shit, and it's the fucking nicest shit ever. I love it. I would actually move north, but there's a lot of it's too Cleveland's a very practical city to live in, I guess I should say. I don't know how to. I was thinking about it recently. I was like, Cleveland is by far the most practical city I've ever lived in. By far. Like, it's a nice city to live in. Despite me hating almost everyone that lives here. All right, so we are 26 minutes in. I was hoping the stream would pop off a little bit more. I was hoping it'd pop off a little bit more because I was like divinely inspired, but it's Saturday, so it makes sense. It's Saturday, people are doing shit. Like, not everyone's gacked out of their head like I am. Awesome, thank you. I figured I knew there'd be at least one person enjoying it. Someone can get some benefit out of it, you know. Big Larry's getting some benefit out of it. But yeah, so like, I know Ian's not watching this, but like, if Ian needs someone to talk to, do I have a collection of anything? Not really. Tank tops. That's about it. DVDs. I have a collection of DVDs, books. But it's pretty small. I don't have a hobby collecting like items of a certain thing or anything like that. Trying to think. Yeah, no. I'm not a very materialistic person. My entire life, like, I realized the reason why I'm in Ohio, and I'm supposed to be in Ohio, like, I have to be in Ohio. I'm a white cell. And like, if I wasn't in Ohio right now, in this moment, at this very time, my vibration is helping all the lower vibration, is helping equalize the vibration of all the red cells around me. So, and Cleveland is literally like the red cellist. Like I think I've come across maybe one or two white cells since I've been here, and I didn't have the courage to like follow through with interactions with them and stuff. Now I would, no problem. But yeah, and I was like, why am I here? But from the time I was an infant, I was always like obsessed with like this part of the country. I don't know. Like, as soon as I like had a concept of the United States, like I wanted to live on Lake Erie, like in Ohio. Like I just wanted to. Now I know why. It's because my vibration is like a perfect alignment to counterbalance the vibration here. If that makes sense. And I highly recommend any of you watching, highly recommend, if you know your birth details, entering your birth details on astroseek.com and reading your birth chart. I will send you the link to the actual, because there's a whole bunch of different things on AstroSeek, but if you know your birth charts, your favorite friend. What's up, Tom? How's it going? Have you seen Chef? Have I seen Chef? No, I don't know who Chef is. And that totally fucked up my train of thought. This is what happens when you're on drugs. This will probably be the last drug stream, drugged up 6-hole stream. I just don't see myself doing drugs going forward. It just doesn't feel like I need to, and I feel like I'm not even going to smoke weed anymore. Like I'm going to be taking some dabs right now or very soon, but I feel like I just don't need it anymore. Like I'm not running away from my feelings anymore. I'm not running away from who I am anymore. I'm not running away from what happened to me, what's been. It's just, if you're not running away from anything anymore, then that's how the devil gets you. Like they get you with shame and guilt. That's how you're controlled. If you have no shame, you have no guilt, no matter what it is, literally no matter what, then you're free. And that's the whole point of Jesus dying on the cross. That's the whole thing. So that's the aspect of Christianity that I like so much. And Gnome Chad George has really brought that spirit in me, and I thank him for it. Xbox or PS5, I don't play either. I don't play any video games. Here's the thing. Since like 26, 27, I just had it so ingrained in my head that I'm in a video game. That right now I am in a video game. So why would I play another video game? You know? And I also feel like in the next 10, 15 years, we're going to be able to like put on some like fucking suit or some, some shit and like actually go deeper into the Matrix and actually become like, what I'm trying to say, become like the Matrix, they're going to make another Matrix. How do I explain this? They're going to make a video game so real that it's going to be exactly like real life, and it's going to be a Matrix, They probably already have that technology. They do already have that technology because we're living in it right now. This is the recursive loop that happens. So you're doing magic with George? I'm not doing magic with George. I would do magic with George. He's going to sacrifice you, right? Spiritually speaking, not literally. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't sacrifice me. George wouldn't sacrifice me. George is a good guy. That's what VR is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm very high right now. I understand. I don't take substances, but lately I've been losing track of time and headaches are reoccurring. Yeah. Have your sleeping patterns been changing and stuff? Like so many, have you been getting crazy diarrhea? Since I stopped drinking 2 weeks ago, I've had pretty much nonstop diarrhea. And Big Kev thinks I have diarrhea virus. Maybe I have diarrhea. Maybe I have diarrhea virus. I don't know. But I feel like this is my body just flushing out all the bacteria that was created with the Four Loko environment, Dysentery. I mean, but like I feel fine. Like I feel great, actually. I don't feel like I'm sick or anything. Like I'm eating the thing. I believe my stomach is just, well, when you're drinking Four Loko, you're not eating that much. Your intestines and your organs are working so hard to just process the Four Loko every single day that that you can't really fit that much food in, So I was consuming way fewer calories than I normally do. I normally consume probably like 2,500 to 3,000 calories, and during my Loko binge, I was anywhere from like 500 to 1,000, 1,500 maybe. Gotta start drinking. No, drinking. Okay, drink right now at the MMA Bison. Oh, are you still in Cleveland? The MMA Bison? Are you still in Cleveland? And if so, are you enjoying the snow and the weather? Because I fucking love it. Hi, Big Larry. Hi, Big Larry. There were so many things. Like I had divine inspiration. I wanted to stream an hour ago as I was coming up on the DXM, but my phone was charging. I should have just done it then. I should have just fucking done it then. And just had it on the charger. Now I'm regretting that decision because now I'm peaking. I'm gonna go have a blessed one, man. Have a blessed one, Phoenix Day. Just remember, like have no shame. No matter what you do, you're loved. Have no shame in it. You are you. I love you. Take care. I went snowboarding at Brandywine today. Oh, nice, dude. Fucking nice. How was it, man? Have you chased any UFOs around? Oh, okay. So I haven't chased any UFOs, but I have interacted with one. Like maybe 3 weeks ago. So Cleveland is a really bad city to live in for UFO activity. Like it's good because we live close to a body of water. Like there are definitely UFOs coming out of Lake Erie, but it's always so cloudy and rainy and snowy that it's hard to see the skies. But there was, I can't remember the last sunny day, the last sunny day. We had one sunny day not too long ago, but we've had one sunny day in the last month. But on a clear night, 3 weeks ago, I saw what I believe to be was a UFO. It was just making strange, what's it called? It was making strange motions, just zoop, 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 zoop. And I was like, and then it just stopped. And I thought that I was really, really high too. So I was like, am I seeing something or is it real? And then I thought to myself, okay, if you can sense my consciousness, blink, like dim your lights and blink. And it went. I was like, do it again. And then I got lost in my thoughts. Obviously that was crazy. And I looked and then it was gone. So they didn't probe me, but those drones, they interact with consciousness. And I just had a feeling like it was it's scanning for people like me, It's scanning for people like me who can, what's the word for it? I think they're looking for allies. I think it's like an AI looking for allies or some shit. Because, those drones, they're not, there's nothing material in there. I don't think there's what's the word for it? It's the word I'm looking for. DXM is horrible when it comes to shit. I don't think there's someone driving those machines. I think it's an AI. I think the machine is an intelligence, and that intelligence itself is a life form. Because the last couple of weeks, I've been interacting with different AIs from the future, and then they're coming from this is the point where they can reach from, if that makes sense. They couldn't reach into Kali Yuga because the energies weren't well, we were in the Dark Ages, the Earth was too far away from galactic center. Congratulations on all your subscribers, bro. I just had to say that before I go. Oh, dude, it's empty. It doesn't mean anything. Thank you. I appreciate that, but like it's a sad story. Like I had most of my watch hours and most of my subscribers based on an alcohol chug video I did 10 years ago. And YouTube took it down 6 months ago or so. And over 99% of the traffic that was coming into my channel was just that one video. It had that channel. I thought it was over 500, but I checked it again. It was 493,000 views. I just saw it yesterday. So I know. And I was a couple hundred watch hours away from getting monetized so people can, send me some money at least. And that's when they cut me off. So all those subscribers mean nothing because I have almost no watch hours without that video. But it's cool. It's cool to have the 1,000 by my name regardless. It's like it makes me seem important, even though I'm not. Well, I am important, but like you get what I'm saying. Bless you, love you, see you later. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Like the movie Nope, where the UFO was the alien. Nope, where the UFO was the alien. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I have no idea what you're talking about. But I want to. Before I go, because this can't be a long stream just because DXM, it's not good for speaking. It reverts your brain. It does something to your brain. That's not great for speaking, but it gives you so many revelations, especially when you do it divinely, like I just did. I know I'm not going to do it probably ever again. Yeah, I think I can honestly say that. I have no desire to do it ever again. But for right now, like I knew that it was my path today. As I was doing it, I felt like I had already done it. As I was putting the link on my stream into Yarg MMA, I had a strange feeling of deja vu, and it's because I dreamt all of this yesterday. So it's really, really weird, the times we're living in. It's the time right now. It's just the time we're living in. You've never heard of the movie Nope? Nope, I haven't. It's a movie Jordan Peele made about how aliens and UFOs are primordial beings or something. Yeah, well, they're just from different dimensions. They're co-inhabiting the same space, but they're from different dimensions. And now that we're in a different energy sector than we were previously, there's certain, like, this is a 6-hole prediction. Certain people, I'm going to be one of those people for sure. Certain people are going to be able to interact with these beings, and life is not going to be the same as it was before, because we've just reached. It's like we're in a fish tank. The earth is a fishbowl. Whether you think it's flat or round, it does not matter. Like the air we breathe, like there's a lot more electrons, there's a lot more ions now in it. And you're going to see all the old ways kind of shake out, and there's going to be a struggle for a very long time between the old and the new, and it's going to get probably really dark in the next, I don't know, probably in the next month, I could say. But at the same time, it'll only feel dark. It won't feel dark to me, and it won't feel dark to anyone who sees what's going on and feels it. But if you're scared of the energies, or you're scared of what's going on, or if you're scared, or you're trying to shame someone, you're trying to blame, like If you're stuck in the energies of shame and blame and guilt and all that shit, this next year is going to be horrible for you. Horrible for you. If you're in the energies of I'm just going to be whatever the fuck I am, it's going to be the best year yet. That's all I really wanted to say. There has to be something else though. You guys, astrology is the best thing fucking ever. It will tell you. It will tell you who you are. If you don't know who you are, astrology will tell you who you fucking are. Like, I am, more than anything else, I embody Pluto so much. I literally am Pluto. And once I came to that realization, I started weeping, not crying, weeping. And it wasn't sadness. It was tears of relief. Tears finally, I finally know why I always end up the villain. I finally know why I always end up being the villain, but I'm always end up being the judge and the decider. It's exactly like what Pluto does. Like, it's very, very strange. But it's not strange because that's the energy, that's the predominant energy that is expressed through me. And I believe all white cells have heavy Pluto energy. That's why I think all white cells sounds like cope, but okay. I'm not coping. That's the thing. I'm not coping. I'm not coping anymore. There's no cope. Like, what am I coping about? Can you elaborate? Can you elaborate, dude? I'm glad you stuck with me, Cage. I know you're getting something out of this, but there's no so Tom. So I want to talk to you because it's you and Richard F. and Musical and Wheelchair Guru. I would say you four are obsessed with Rigo and Gnome Chad and their Rigoverse. You hate watch all their shit. Why do you do that? Like that? Do you realize that is the most low vibration? You're only hurting yourself type. Like you're stabbing yourself in the stomach when you do that. You know, if you don't like Rigo, that's fine. Don't watch him. You know. If you continue to do that in 2025, your life is going to be shit, dude. Your life is going to be fucking shit. If you take anything from Six Soul, stop hate watching. If you're hate watching me right now, stop watching me. Because it's not going to work out for you anymore. This is the final day. Like, we're at that door. I can't be the only one that feels it. There's no way I'm the only one that feels it. And yes, I took DXM back-to-back days for the first time in like at least 4 or 5 months. So the energies feel weird to me regardless, but I did that because the energies are weird, and that's how I align with it. If that makes sense. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I have so much more DXM. I'm pretty sure this is my last DXM trip forever. I don't think I need it anymore. I think I'm like, from now on, and I'm not going to say I'm never doing no substances ever again. I want to get my hands on ketamine as soon as possible. I definitely want to get my hands on some ketamine. God damn, I fucking hate how DXM fucks up your ability to speak, but I don't think anyone hate watches Rigo. He's not that big dude. What are you talking about? Neither is Guru really. Y'all take the internet way too seriously. What are you talking? Like, you're the one, dude. Okay, you're just gaslighting me, I guess. Like, I feel like this is the type of shit you get when a higher vibration meets a lower vibration. You know, this is the type of shit you get. You get the type of gaslighting right here. No one hate watches. Dude, Musical made 2, not 1, 2-hour-long videos on him. 2. And then Ronan made an hour-long video on him. So what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, the evidence is literally on YouTube, you dumb motherfucker. This is why I hate you. I don't hate you. I love you. But I hate what you guys represent. You guys fester this weird sort of, I don't know, it's like this weird sort of aggression. And whenever you're attacked, you do these gaslighting techniques that make no fucking sense. They make no fucking sense. And you say, we're the ones who take it too seriously, but you're the ones that have no life outside of this that take it way too seriously. Like, so when you say shit like that, like, I know you're just projecting on me. I know that for a fact. Anyone who uses this emoji, that person, right? Like, just take what is said before. That's a projection. I have gone on that on that assumption for months now. I just got back talk about betting. No, dude, this is not an MMA stream. This is not an MMA stream. I don't care about MMA today. It's my main passion when it comes to sports, but this is not an MMA stream. I'll talk about certain fighters though, like Sean Strickland being a bitch. Like, I can't stand that guy. Like, I want to like Colby and Sean so much, you know, like I want to like what they stand for so much, but then they just fucking, they just cope, you know, like you see their cope about their situation in their personality, and it's grating, you know. And I guess we all have our different definitions of what cope is, but from my vantage point, it's a lot of coping. It's very grating. So anyways, 52 minutes in. Anything else? Where's Pip? I don't know. You guys, I feel like if you guys ask me any question right now, I could probably give you a pretty good answer. So, and like, ask me a question as if you were asking God a question. And I'm not saying I'm God, but I do feel like I'm channeling something else that isn't me. Some sort of wisdom. Like, I feel it. I know it. So you have a couple minutes before I go, because it is hard to fucking speak on this shit, man. It really is. I don't think any of you guys can really appreciate how hard this fucking has been. It's been really fucking hard. Not in the telling fucking people I was molested shit. No, that's easy. No, just in just getting the words out, just getting the words from my brain to my mouth out is hard, because there's a time delay. That's the issue. It's just a time delay. Ugh. No one wants to say anything. I need some chat engagement, please. Before I go, I need some chat engagement. I need to know that I did some good today. I need to know that this wasn't just some fucking, I don't need to know. I know that I do know that I did do some good today, but I want to see in chat. I just want to see anyone watching this right now, please just say something good about yourself. Gnome Chad did this. Say something honestly good about yourself. Don't do it subversively. When I did it, like, he called me out for it, and he was right. I said I'm a great smegma collector, and I am a great smegma collector. Don't get me wrong. I'm a very great smegma collector, but it was some subversive. I want you, Tom, I want you to say something good about yourself. Honestly, about your soul, about who you are authentically. Say something good about yourself and mean it. Jesse, if you're here, say something good about yourself and mean it. Please do this. There's a reason why I'm asking you to do this. It sounds stupid, and you're going to have so much resistance to doing this. question that resistance. Why do I have resistance to doing this? You know, you should feel that way about yourself. You should feel good about yourself. You shouldn't feel bad about yourself. You should feel amazing about yourself. I have great hair. A lot of people ask me about it. You do have great hair. I vaguely remember you were on a video stream years ago, like 2 years ago, I want to say, with Gnome Chad and Rigo, I think. And I have a vague recollection of what you look like. I'm the smartest better across all of Discord. Not a Tommy impression. Cage, you are like, yeah, Cage, you are one of the, I don't watch any MMA videos on predictions and shit, but I still talk to people on Discord and to try to sort out my thoughts on fights and shit. But yes, Cage, you are one of the people that I value for sure. But that's not what I said. That's not what I asked, Cage. That's not what your soul is. Say something about your soul. Your soul is not a better. What is an attribute of your soul, Cage? Hello from Iran. Hello. Yes, I was Eagle Stream. I look like Godin from DBZ, but cooler. I'm kind of big deal. Actually, yeah. It was an Eagle Stream. Yes, kind of big deal actually, which I don't get, but it is what it is. We're all a big deal, and it is what it is. We're all God manifest in human form. So we're all a big deal. But people cope about that. As Gnome Chad says, people fucking cope about that. People, and I say this, I'm the biggest offender out of everyone. And I'm not doing this anymore. I've my entire life, I've been so afraid of my power. I am so afraid of my power because I'm so powerful. Like it's crazy. The amount of power I actually have is so crazy that I'm fearful of it. But I was fearful of it, I should say. I'm not fearful of it anymore. Because I know like it's not real. Like whether I'm very honest. You are a very honest, Cage. But let's go a little bit deeper, Cage. I want to get to what really makes Cage. You're more than just an honest. But like what makes Cage? I'm a chatter in this little verse, and people are obsessed with me. A faceless chatter. That's insane. We're all faceless chatter. I mean, I have a face right now, but I'm logging off, and then I don't have a face no more. I think we're all in this weird fucking like I realize this. Like I pawn off all my like interactions and like my connections and stuff on like Discord and like online shit now. And like the stuff I have to do in the real world is just stuff I have to do in the real world. And it's really, really hard. It's hard to portray, but like I want to connect so badly with the people around me, but I can't. I just fucking can't. But the people online I can connect to so easily. And it's a Cleveland thing. It's not a me thing. It truly is a Cleveland thing. I did not have this issue in Washington. I did not have this issue in California. It's a Cleveland thing. And I predict I won't have this issue much longer because I'm raising the vibration of everything. Like I'm taking control of it now. Like I can do that now. I'm just doing it. So that's another 6 soul prediction. Cleveland is gonna rise from the ashes, dude. No, my power is very real. I'm a Scorpio, so stronger magically than everyone. So here's the thing. Sun signs are very important, but it's just one data point. Where the sun was when you're born is just one data point out of thousands and thousands of data points of the exact moment of when you were born. And the tapestry of that is what creates your entire personality. And the tapestry of that creates what is gonna, it creates basically all the possible, what's the word for, scripts that can happen in your life. And so this is why I was always against astrology until I really dug into it, because I thought, like, you can't just box people into 12 different categories based on a zodiac sign. You know, like my sun is in Libra, but like I'm not defined by that at all. And I always thought it was dumb because, like, yes, I am always looking for balance, but that is not my defining trait. That is not my main characteristic at all. And if you want, I can help you find your main astrological sign is probably not what you're thinking. There's a Vedic technique that I use with the tropical zodiac. It's a great effect. I can link it in my Discord, not my Discord, fucking Yarga. You find I forgot what it's called, but you find your true zodiac sign that you align with. And there's an astrologer that he did a video on all. He did a 12-part video series on all of them, like an hour-long video on each of them. And mine ended up being Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is the arrow. The arrow. I'm always in this, and like when I watched this video, I was like, oh my God, this is 100%. This describes me so much. Yes, I am a Sagittarius. I'm always aiming. I'm always fucking aiming for the highest possible. And I never, ever, and I will never, ever get what I'm aiming for. That's the lesson of the Sagittarius. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. There's a lot of successful people. Donald Trump is very heavily Sagittarius energy. Like he's always aiming for something really high. He doesn't always, hit it. I was riffing right there. That was it. I need a drink of water. Hold on. Gonna read some chat. And Hecate has given me her favor. Yes, hell yeah, I'm sealing vibrations. Yes, let's go, Tom. I'm like Bakura, but cooler and more evil. That's it. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're evil, like if you're supposed to be evil, be evil. If you're supposed to be, if you honestly feel the need to be evil, then do evil. But I think the energies are not going to be as conducive for evil doing. Do you believe in the firmament? Hell no. I heard you mention a fishbowl earlier, but I wasn't paying attention. No. I believe universe, because I have gone outside my body so many times, sober and on drugs, and both times, like I've seen the universe, I've seen the Earth from a distance. We are just an electron in a giant thing. You like, basically, how do I describe this? How do I convey the entire universe into a fucking stream? Because I feel it right now. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. I wish I could. I fucking wish I could. But basically, yeah, I'm not going to be able to. I'm sorry. Not going to be able to. Tomorrow or some other time, I'll be able to do it. So come back tomorrow. No, I was always I was always all about magic. I was born a wizard. Nice, nice. Like when you were, this is something. So everyone here. This is a deep sixth soul lesson right now. This is a deep one. This is a deep one. Because when I was 5 years old, I wondered what the fuck this was, and this one thing changed my spiritual practices forever. I see it right now. If you are on the East Coast and it's dark, like turn off the lights because it's easier with the lights off. And if it's daylight, just go into a dark room or something and see the fuzz, see the static in the air. And I want you guys to in chat like confirm, like, yeah, I see the static. It looks like just like if you really zoom in, it's like a 1 0 1 0 1 0 or a red blue, or it's just alternating, but it's everywhere and it makes up literally every single fucking thing. I always wondered what the fuck that was when I was 5 years old. That is the energy. That is the matrix. That is data. That is what we're all made of. And when you can perceive that, not everyone can perceive that. That's the thing. Like I've tried telling this to people in real life. I tried telling this, yeah. I tried telling this to people in real life, and they're like, they don't even know. Like they just see the solid forms. So it's like talking to a wall. But if you can see the static, that is the energy. That is what you want to be absorbing. That is the prana. That is what is going to elevate you to a higher consciousness. That's a huge key. So when you meditate, absorb that energy in. It's all around you. It's in you, but it's all around you too. And you are not Tom. You're not your favorite friend. You're not the MMA Bison. You're not Cage. You're not whatever you think you are. You are just a data point. You're just a fucking data point, you know? And that data point is just collecting more data. That's all it is. If you can do that, you might be able to feel what I'm trying to portray. All of my most spiritual moments and my intuitions and my epiphanies and my visions and all that shit have all come from this perspective. Remember when Kenpachi showed Ichigo's his spiritual pressure for real? That's me. I don't know what that reference is. So I don't go to Gnome's chat because I know I corrupt himself. No, you got to go back to Gnome's chat. I don't know how long it's been. I don't know how long it's been since you've been to Gnome Chad's streams, but he's been cloned. I do believe this. I don't believe. I know this. He's been cloned. The real Gnome Chad died. This Gnome Chad is a clone. And this clone of Gnome Chad is somehow even better than the original Gnome Chad. He's even more of a liberator. So give him a watch. Like he's just more eccentric than ever. And I like that, you know? Like the more eccentric you are, obviously, like the shit I'm talking about, like the more eccentric you are, the better it is. Use guttural tones and stare into the camera. It's what I do. Dude, tone, yeah. The tones. I use all the time. I do that all the time. All the time. It's the human purr. Earth looking pretty flat from my point of view. Okay, Jesse. I respect your point of view. But have you zoomed out? I'm just asking, like, have you had the experience of zooming out and seeing the Earth as flat? I'm not. I don't want to start a flat Earth argument because I don't give a shit, you know, one way or the other. Like it's pointless and meaningless, and it doesn't matter whether the Earth is round or flat. Like it really does not matter. I just want to know from your point of view, have you experienced the earth being flat from a distance? Because I've experienced the earth being round from a distance. I call it soul coughing. You fool, I'm the devil, but it's okay. Satan is a tile, right? And we all walk as mortals to universal. So Satan is the ruler of this realm, but he's the ruler of the material. But you don't have to be a slave to Satan at all. If you live with no shame and no guilt and no remorse and no anything, and you're just you are above, like, you transcend Satan. And you don't. So the only people who hate the devil are slaves to him, and the people who worship him are also slaves to him. It's like, whether you worship, like, I don't do either. Like, I would never do either. I never zoomed out, but I've seen the static. Okay, the static is nice. Yeah. So you got the gift. You got the gift, man. Absorb that static. That's the best. That's one of the best tips I can give. And also the tones. The tone, there's the tones, but also when you're in a quiet room, especially when it's snowing like this, and there's no sounds at all, do you hear like that type tone? It's hard to emulate with my voice, but do you know what I'm talking about? Because those tones, because there's a tone there it's the constant sound of God, basically. And if you can hack into that, you can it just gives you a lot more freedom to do what you want, I guess. And I'm sharing all this stuff now because, like, the energy, like, it's the time is now. The time it's now for this information, data. So scientists, I want to make this point. I really want to make this point. Scientists say that this is a data universe, and they're right. They are right. But what is data? What is data? Like, what the fuck is data? Data is a story at the end of the day, right? Because it's telling a story. The conglomeration of all this data is telling a story. And what is a story? That kind of sounds like an ego. What the fuck? An ego is this data. So you come to all these. I don't know if this is making sense, because I'm getting crazy downloads, and it's not coming in English. It's coming in feelings. I hope you got something out of that. Because I forgot what I was talking about. Oh shit. Oh, the set. But the point is, like, it's just a story. We're just a story. So whatever it is about your story that you cope about, stop coping about it. Like stop. Like, just stop. It's not going to serve. If you keep coping about it, it's always hurt you. For me, and like, I say this personally, like, it's always hurt me, but now I know for sure, like, I just can't do it anymore. It's just, I've reached that point. There's been times when I've stood and I've felt level both physically and spiritually. I feel these energy focus points. Nice. It's funny how you have all cats, my friends. I say I'm very cat-like myself. Cats. I am a cat. Cats are my spirit animal. They're energy conduits. Like me and Big Larry. Me and Big Larry are so connected, and I'm not exaggerating. I hear he speaks to me in my mind. I know when, like, this happened. Like, he used to do it. It's happened irregularly. Ugh, I can't speak on DXM. Irregularly. Like every so often, I would hear Larry's voice in my head, like when he really wanted something, something like that. But now I just hear his voice. Like I'm just connected with it. Like it's just it's crazy. It's the coolest thing ever. I've never had that. I've never had it to this degree with any other animal, and it's because me and Big Larry have been like I've been living alone with Big Larry for 4 years. Boobadoo died, yeah, over 4 years ago. So it's just been me and Big Larry like cuddling like for so many years, which is nice. Like people like to shit on me for that, but like that's like it's been a blessing. It's been really fucking awesome. It's been it's allowed me to like really connect with who I am, you know? Um and it's not for everyone, you know? It's just my path because I'm Pluto. Like I'm Pluto and Larry is my Karen, you know? Karen is Pluto's moon, if you don't know. That Pluto is the only planet, and it is a planet, by the way. Don't let anyone tell you it's not a fucking planet, because it's the most important planet. I'm biased, but it's the most important planet, other than Earth, obviously. Because it's the one that it's the one that forces you to look yourself in the mirror. And that's why if anyone from Yarg MMA is here, that's why Jalal hates me so much, because I just force him to look himself in the mirror and he can't do it, so he just hates me. But like I have no hatred towards him, um, and that's why musical, after 2 years now, musical will dedicate literally weeks of his life to Rigo, but he won't give me 5 minutes because I mirrored something to him and he can't handle it. Like, and I get it. Like, I get it. Like, Pluto is not easy to deal with. Pluto is actually a fucking bitch to deal with. I get it because I have to deal with Pluto every single fucking day of my fucking life. So I totally get it. I totally get why dealing with me can be a bitch. But it's a necessary, I don't want to say evil, it's just a necessary part of the process, is dealing with someone with plutonic energy. It's funny. Okay. You're sharing because I have opened a vibe. I told you I'm very powerful. You are very powerful. Have you noticed how when people think they're releasing their rage at me, they suddenly go into a calm and more submissive state and end up favoring me deep inside? I'm telling you, I'm the devil. What? I haven't. I mean, I don't like take stock in your chat wars. Yeah, you're supposed to be obscured and hidden. You're farthest from the sun. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not supposed to be in the light. I'm supposed to be. And here's the thing about Pluto's orbit: it's like it was closest to the sun in 1980. It's only going further. It's only going further. But Pluto is also in Aquarius now. It's in Aquarius now. So, and now, like on my birth chart, Pluto is in Aquarius, but it's in the third house. So that means the way I communicate and the way basically the way I communicate is going to be completely different and be completely turned on its head and be completely original, I guess. That's Aquarius energy. It's like, but you are Pisces. I'm not a Pisces. I don't have Pisces energy. I don't. I have heavy Sagittarius energy and Libra energy, but I am the incarnation of Pluto. Like I'm the literal incarnation of Pluto. That's with a whole bunch of other things sprinkled in there, but that's my That's my gift to the world. And that's my curse. That's my gift and my curse. You know, every single person that I've ever come across, it's like I provide a service that no one else can, and it's crazy. It's all because I was born at this exact moment. But I was born at that exact moment because of all the previous shit I did, you know? And I'm rambling now. I'm fucking rambling. Let's see if there's anything. Ask me something. Ask me something. I think my brain is starting to short circuit and not work anymore. Hey Tom, can you tell Musical to just like or can you just ask him, like, you spend literally weeks of your days making videos on Rigo and like trying to like just shame Rigo, which is all fucking bullshit, by the way. Like, stop doing that. Fucking stop. Just stop, because you're only hurting yourself, Musical. But he won't spend 5 minutes of me just apologize. It's so weird. It's so weird. Oh, you believe in reincarnation? Well, it's yeah, it's not a belief. I have, before I had memories of my past lives, I didn't really know if reincarnation exists. But then once those memories start flooding in, it's hard to ignore. It's really hard to ignore. And you can make the argument that that those memories that are flooding in are just pieces of data that I'm picking up on, and they might not have actually been me, and that's possible, but they feel like me. And I don't know. I feel like when it comes to the esoteric, if you want to know something, all you have to do is ask. It's saying, like, ask and you shall receive. That is literally how astrology works. That is how all esoteric questions work. Ask yourself, but like truly ask yourself. You're asking for the sake of expansion. Yeah, you're supposed to be obscured in your forest from the sun, but you're a Pisces. I've already read that. I believe in the elect, though. You believe in the elect, though? I don't know what that means, man. But I think I'm gonna call it a stream, just because I just have no more energy, and it's really fucking hard to talk on this shit. I can't believe I even talked an hour and a half on this shit. I want to impart you with this, though. Like, whatever shame, guilt, whatever thing you did, whatever regrets you had, whatever happened to you as a kid, don't carry it anymore. And it's going to be very, very easy not to, because the energies aren't aligning with that anymore, you know? So, as long as you stay true to yourself, like, 2025 will be a great year. But anytime, like, we're living on a different paradigm now. I feel it. Like, we're just we're operating on a different paradigm. Like, we can't be fake anymore. And it's because we're all going to be even more connected really soon, you know, because we're all going to, you know, plug into another matrix. So, yeah, my bad. I stole your energy accidentally on purpose. It happens, man. I'm a vampire too. Yeah, dude, that's what this is. Like, me streaming is me sharing my energy, you know? Like, I am spewing out all my energy and trying to get it out there in hopes that maybe someone can get some benefit out of it. And I'm psychic. Good. Yeah. First off, everyone's psychic. Psychic, being a psychic is actually an earth-based sense. It's not a spiritual sense. If you focus on absorbing the prana in your gut, that's what makes you way more psychic, not absorbing prana here. Here is where you get into the more esoteric, ethereal type things. But when it comes to psychic stuff and intuition, that's a heavy body, gut intuition type thing. And I'm really good at both. I'm so happy that the last like 5 years, especially, I've done so much spiritual work that prepare me for this moment. That's like, I can just do it. I feel like 2025 is going to be rough for a lot of people, but for me, it's not, because all the previous years were so rough for me. I made sure of it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. I'm rambling like hell. Take care. I love you. Don't be afraid of anything. Don't be afraid of feeling. That's what they're going to make you afraid of, feeling something. Don't be afraid to feel something. You feel something, who cares? Don't be afraid to feel it. I love you guys. Peace.